Hey y'all, and welcome to some Southern Fried Justice. My name is Brian, and this cop unfortunately gives the force a bad name.
December 8th, 2023, 37-year-old Thomas Brocuglio was driving his company vehicle with the dash camera on as he approached a red light at the intersection of France Street and Cromwell Ave in Rocky Hill.
What are we doing, kid? What are you doing?
The truck he was honking at was being driven by 57-year-old off-duty Meriden Police Corporal Alan Ganter.
Wait all day. Oh.
That's when Ganter got out of his truck, flashed his badge, and approached Brocuglio.
Really? Where does it say that? It says stop here on red.
Corporal Ganter began taking pictures of Brocuglio's license plates. Brocuglio accused Ganter of being on his phone as the confrontation escalated.
I saw you looking down doing everything else. No, I was moving something in my bag.
Ganter then threatens to give Brocuglio a ticket and call his supervisor.
Sure, sounds good. Let me get your badge number. You want to get arrested? You're going to get arrested for assault on a civilian.
Ganter drove away as Brocuglio placed a call to Rocky Hill Police.
Rocky Hill 911, yeah, just emergency.
Yeah, I was just assaulted by a police officer who punched me in the face through my window.
What a stupid thing to do. When you're sober, you get called out on your driving and you're a cop, and you hit a civilian for no good reason? Absolutely ridiculous. And the ultimate fate of this officer is just going to make you even more mad.
Rocky Hill Police responded and generated this incident report, saying the punch left Brocuglio dazed and possibly concussed. Rocky Hill Police made contact with Ganter at his residence. The interaction on body camera.
Is he pressing charges against me, like for breach?
Yeah.
Like because I yelled at him and stuff?
For assault, because you hit him.
He's saying that I hit him.
And he has video that you hit him.
Then Ganter asks officers if he can charge Brocuglio.
And there's nothing where I can press for breach of peace for him yelling at me, whatever it is.
Ultimately, Ganter, who is a school resource officer for the Thomas Edison Middle School, was charged with breach of peace and assault.
I'm Matt Karen with Fox 61 News. Okay. We'd like to talk to somebody about Officer Alan Ganter punching a civilian in the face.
We were told someone from Internal Affairs would speak to us, then told no one was available.
No one's available to come up.
Meriden Police did send Fox 61 a statement saying an Internal Affairs investigation determined Ganter did violate the Meriden Police Department's rules of conduct, and as a result was suspended for 5 days without pay and will be required to attend de-escalation training for 3 consecutive years.
So let me get this straight. Cop gets called out for being a dumb driver, likely texting while driving, because when he exited the car, he clearly had phone in hand. Now, granted, the intention was to get the license plates, just in case he wants to file an investigation on the guy, but that's just an absolute misuse of your power. There's more Barney Fife in this man than there is Andy Taylor. And then you decide to just out of the blue hit the guy because the guy is right. The man in the truck, the man in the man with the awesome beard and the good dog, and the dog knew what was happening before the guy did. You could hear him bark a literal second before the strike. But that's got to be one of the dumbest things you could have done as a cop. And unfortunately, because of the terrible rhetoric against our policemen, people who are wearing the blue, it's hard to get people into the force nowadays. So they keep a guy like this on who clearly needs more than just some corrective behavior courses. This guy's let power go to his head when he needs to be put, back into civilian clothing. We've had a problem with this across the country. There was that Ahmaud Arbery case in Georgia where some ex-cops hunted down the guy. And it was a heinous thing to do. And this is an issue. We have got to talk about how to better and properly deal with bad cops, because they exist. It's okay to admit they exist. And what this guy did, he let the power go to his head. And he's also being put in charge of teenagers? Ugh, there's a couple of bats in that place's belfry there. But ultimately, he got a slap on the wrist for this. 5 days without pay and a pretty much 3-year-long course training. Within 3 years, that guy's probably going to retire. And that's all that happened to him? Man, that's just wrong. And one final thing I got to point out. I'm not a big fan of journalists, but this local news team did an absolutely fantastic job. Good for them. I love pointing it out when it happens. But remember, folks, there are bad cops. And I'm not saying Barney Fife's a bad cop, but we need more Andy Taylors. Folks, my name is Brian. Hope you enjoyed that segment here on Southern Fried Justice. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one, and until then, y'all have a good one.